Hi, my name is Kane Ramsey. Thank you very much for choosing to join me on this Mindfulness for Highly Effective Management and Leadership online training program. You know, I understand how it is that mindfulness is presented in many aspects of society. There are some people who promote that mindfulness is nothing more than some deep breathing techniques that involve some sitting cross-legged on a cushion, doing some prayers, doing some meditating, and perhaps chanting some mantras, telling ourselves how wonderful we are. Now, whilst that might be a fantastic experience, when it comes to engaging in the complexities of 21st century life, well, in a role of management or leadership or influence or authority, it's not always so easy to escape from our responsibilities and go and take some time out. So the angle that I want to take throughout this course is one of pragmatism. I want to take a very commonsensical approach. I want to share with you some disciplines, some principles that if you choose to build into your life are going to enable you to become a significantly more dynamic and influential, not just a leader, but a human being in general, if that's okay. So let me take 5 minutes here to break down exactly how it is that I've structured this training course to help you manage your expectations and know exactly what it is you can expect over the next 10 to 12 hours. Throughout this section, I want to lay some foundations for you, if that's okay, by exploring some of the key principles of mindfulness that involve us developing a degree of self-awareness in life. So I want to help you understand how you can benefit most from this course. I want to integrate a quick self-awareness test to help you evaluate just how self-aware you may or may not be. All right, self-awareness is essentially mindfulness. I want to also explore the factors that undermine mindful awareness, all right? Because if we want to become more mindfully reflective, if we want to become more self-aware, we've got to understand the factors that can undermine this. Know thine enemy, all right? That's what I want to help you understand in this introduction section of the course. We're then going to go to explore some further principles that will enable us to deepen our awareness of ourselves. What I want to propose is that self-awareness precedes all personal and professional growth. Why? Well, we cannot grow in any areas or aspects of our life that we are not aware that we need to improve in. All right, so I want to give you a very practical framework for really enhancing and developing your own self-awareness. From here, we then explore some further principles and some disciplines for enabling you to grow and develop as an individual, as a man, as a woman, as an influencer, or as a leader. I then want to spend a little bit of time, not too long, and just stick our head in the books for a while, if that's okay. I want to look at a few theories, a few concepts. I'm going to be drawn from some philosophical perspectives and also from a few psychological ones, right? To show you how it is that conventional psychology and philosophy have really laid the foundations upon which mindfulness essentially stands today. To give you just a deeper understanding of everything I'm going to be sharing. We then want to move on to look at how these principles we look at throughout sections 1, 2, 3 and 4 will enable us to develop a degree of social and relational awareness. Now, I don't know if you're able to identify the journey that we're going on here. We're starting off with you looking at yourself, essentially learning how to get the most from this course so you can go on to apply these principles in the context of your own life. We're starting out with you, but as we evolve, we're turning our focus away from you and onto other people to enable you to become more socially and relationally aware. Because if we are not socially and relationally aware, then we are not going to be effective in our management or in our leadership, nor as effective as what we could be, and we certainly won't make the ultimate degree of influence that we aspire to go on to make. All right, so it begins with self-awareness and it ends in social influence. This is how I want to structure this course. Now, in the additional materials section of this lecture, you're going to be able to download and print off a course learning logbook. And this is just kind of broken down per video lecture that allows you to take notes, any aha moments that you have, any realizations, or any further questions that you might want to go on and research for yourself. Right, so you can keep all of your notes in one place. But the one idea I want to kind of leave you with before we get the show on the road and get started with the teaching in the next video is this, that even the greatest teacher in the world, right, and I'm certainly not the greatest teacher in the world, I'm just a teacher. A teacher cannot bridge the gap between what you know and what you don't yet know. For a teacher's words to enlighten you, you must welcome them, you must reflect on them, you must find a place in your mind to organise them so that over time you will go on to understand them. The ultimate disclaimer I want to make at this stage of the course is that teaching is my responsibility, but my friend, learning is yours. Alright, so in the next video, let's get this show on the road. I want to explore a few ways in which we see and perceive and experience life.